What is going on, everybody? I am Goat, and welcome back to Warframe. Or Incarnon. It's like Incarnon. It's like lottery time, right? Get old bunk-ass weapons. Some were, a couple of them were okay, but most were just bunk and junk and just like nobody wanted to use them. These included the dual Toxocyst. This is such an interesting weapon. Now, I tried to make these things good about a year ago, because I really... I saw the potential in what they did, but they were just so low base damage. Just everything about these things was crap. Basically, the general premise behind these weapons was, they're semi-auto fire that can get a... I don't even remember what the percentages are. I mean, fuck, engineers probably got a video on these, or will soon. I try not to watch other people's videos, so I don't know if he's got anything out on them or not. I just watch his live streams when I can. But the dual Toxocyst, basically semi-auto weapon, and if you got a headshot, it basically hit them in the head with toxin. Now, they're not innate toxin, but it released like this little toxin cloud on their fucking head, and it gave you increased fire rate for a specific period of time, and then it would just wear off and you would go back to it. Problem is all the statistics on these guns were just absolute garbage. And the fire rate was so ungodly slow. They were very high recoil, very, very slow fire rate, and just generally kind of poop. So then we speed into the world of fast forward to where now we have an Incarnon for these, and Incarnon Genesis adapter for these. And my first thought was, goddamn, last year I just tried to fucking fix these damn things and I couldn't get there. Now, I didn't have a Riven at the time either, and funny enough, I got the Riven literally the day the same day that I got the Incarnon Genesis for this. So it's really silly. I got to actually do the evolutions and then roll the fucking Riven to figure out what the fuck I wanted to do with it, so I didn't have to waste any Kuvo on it, which was great. So what we've got is I chose this. Now there is another option, okay? Like, honestly, we're gonna go to Cavallero for this because I feel like... Oh, that's right, I was cracking Riven. There is another option that personally I think is actually more beneficial, and I've just honestly been forgetting to change this because, testing, and then I get the next weapon, I kind of forget things. I've got memory problems anyway, so wunderbar, there we go. But yeah, so that was buggy. Oh, Cavallero.
Bye. Never married. Feeling creative?
Yeah, I'm totally feeling creative, bud. That's where we're at. Okay, so Evolution 2. We've got the perk that I had chosen here, which I thought would be interesting given the way that I had it built. But in the grand scheme of things, I actually think that this is more interesting. Especially if you're doing a bunch of ability casting. That stackable multi-shot is... It's not like when I tested it out, it actually becomes very, very intriguing. Because you figure multi-shot plays into the Incarnon transmutation buildup. So each stack of multi-shot basically accounts for like an extra bullet coming into the fucking play of this thing. This is like, unless you die, this is like permanent stack of multi-shot though. So truthfully, I think this is actually, Fevered Frenzy is probably the better option. Like, this is okay. Been using it. It kills. But it's okay. Next evolution, minus recoil. Now, you can go about this a couple of fucking ways, okay? You could do negative recoil here. Half of the thing... Oh, whatever. It's whatever. Recoil is really your best option here, okay? 50% magazine reloaded when holstered, and then on reload from empty, 100%. Now, again, if you're a trash-ass headshot player like me, yeah, you got a problem. But I still say the minus recoil is the best chance that you got. Now, the final evolution is increase the critical chance by 20%. Now, you can see the stats over here show, even with this increase added, it's still 25 and 37, so 25% crit, 37 status. So they're still very status-heavy weapons. Now, this, I think, is dumb. They already do toxin when you hit somebody in the head, whether it's the primary or the Incarnon side. So adding 70% toxin for a whole whopping 3 seconds is kind of silly to me. And then the punch through, now this could be an interesting trait But when you've got just upfront critical damage to say get fucked, and then you get the position of having a Riven that you can roll more critical for, I think just increasing critical chance by 20% is just overall just a better way to go.
Bring it to life.
Okay, bring it to life. Sound manly for me, big guy. All right, so let's go back and we're going to look at the build. All right, so the dual Toxocyst build. Now again, like I said, got a Riven. And I got lucky that I got the Riven, like I said, right after I got the adapter. I went to Paladino at Ironwake, and I literally got a pistol Riven and cracked it after I got done getting doing the Seal Pass circuit for these. So yeah, so 156 critical chance, 99.2 status, and a plus damage to Grenier. Like, honestly, that is not a bad roll. I mean, 21 rolls into this thing, I'm really not upset with that at all. So the front side of the gun is a 114% crit with a 4.2 multiplier and 118.1 status, doing base damage 1299. Okay, god-awful fire rate. Reload is 1.8, so nothing really terrible. Now, here's a hiccup you can do. Okay, you can do steady hands, and then the minus recoil, and you will have no recoil. Or you can come through and you can, there is another option here. Like, because you're going to be going for headshots anyway, especially with these guns, you can do secondary deadhead. Because you're going to stack your damage quicker, you're going to have a headshot multiplier bonus, and then a minus to weapon recoil anyway, which is going to give you basically no recoil at all. And what that does is that actually opens up, what the fuck was the mod? Having a moment here. I'm having a serious fucking moment. It's not suppressed. There was another one I was thinking of. I don't know why I'm having a fucking moment here. There's another... I'm having a moment. I swear to God. Targeting subsystems. Okay. There is a thing about these weapons. Okay. They got piss poor aim. Okay. They really do. So targeting subsystems basically increases your accuracy when aiming. Okay. So take into account you have an accuracy of 16 here and you have an accuracy of 16 here. So the accuracy on these weapons isn't that great. Now, personally, the way I play secondary merciless is perfectly fine because I'd rather alleviate some of the reload problems, and the stacks of damage will not take that long to get to. Trust me. The ammo pool on these things is very nice, but as you see, thanks to the Riven, 141.4 critical chance with a 6.3 multiplier, 137.2 status, doing 1299. So same damage as the primary side, but you're talking 270 max charges with a set of full auto pistols that do headshot ricochet, kind of like an AoE to the most closest adjacent enemies. Now again, the headshot ricochet is not listed here whatsoever. It's not listed basically anywhere. You have to go look it the fuck up. Because there is literally no information here whatsoever telling you that it happens, but good God, does it happen. So personally, I went the steady hands and secondary merciless route. You can, like I said, do targeting subsystem here and then just do secondary merciless. Like, I could still do secondary merciless and just guarantee I'm never going to fucking see, or secondary deadhead, I mean, and just guarantee that, because this is one of those few guns that, like, actually running merciless is almost a bad thing, because truthfully, the two things about secondary deadhead that is a win, even if you have steady hands, because just basically wipe away the minus recoil here, the headshot multiplier percentage, and then the quicker stacks of damage just really make this thing quite fun. So let's go do it. Let's go do it. Yes, I was messing around with the Torrid and Lavos, and it's quite fun. It's interesting. It's nothing just like sweeping a strange swath of fucking beam damage across the room and just watching nothing but red crits. It's fucking awesome.
Accept your death.
Okay, so here we go with the dual Toxocyst.
Trust in your training.
And let's watch me fail at headshots, because we all know I suck at this. I guess. Oh, no, straight ahead. Cool.
Hold on.
Hey, y'all, do me a favor. Hold still. Bro, I literally just shot you in the face and got nothing. Oh, he did. Now, these things get real fun real quick. You hit him in the head and the fire rate goes bonkers. It keeps the same fire rate increase if you get a headshot. So here's regular. I mean, these things are just a good time. Okay. Even without the ribbon, these things are a good time. They are just fucking head knockers, man. The only downside that I found to this fire rate increase is the fact that it's like a Piranha Prime. You can just never keep bullets in this fire. You can't keep the Incarnon charge up like ever.
Life support on the way.
Really? All those shots? Wow. These fucking dickbags would get off my nuts for a minute. Bro. I'm really sucking tonight. I'm a bit off tonight, I'm gonna be honest. I know I suck at headshots anyway, but that's pretty bad even for me. I mean, look at this, just... Let's put it this way, I swapped off of using Lieutenant Cycron with the Lex with Loki, and I started using this for, like, spy missions and shit. I'm like, yes, I still run Wukong for spy missions, but when it comes to, like, spy missions and sorties, I'll run Loki just because he's a little bit easier to deal with on that. Fuck you. Go away. Go away, go away, go away, way. Oh, here, hold on, here, let's just use you. So you tank your enemies, much easier. Excuse me? That's what I thought, and so did your mom.
Life support incoming.
Oh no, he died from stab proc. I mean, if there was a disapprove button from enemies that they could give, this would definitely be another one of those weapons that they highly disapprove of this thing.
Life support capsule.
Stop that. No. Here, hold on. Use the torque for just a minute, okay? This is a high disapproval weapon here. Good time. I'm only using the Torrid right now, honestly, because, ooh, you douche. Oh, look, you died for your trouble, smartass. I'm using the Torrid because I'm waiting for the Acolyte. There he is. You, dickheads, stop it. Okay. Angst. You're on fire, just so you know. Damn it, I forgot to unequip my cat, but you guys get the idea. Oh, dickhead fucking armor strip the goddamn Acolyte. I keep forgetting to do that, guys. I'm sorry. I mean, the result is just a few more bullets, and it's pretty much the same fucking result. But I wanted that one specific life support pod.
if you need it.
Willy Wonka's golden ticket and shit. Come on, man. Oh no, I can't navigate for shit. Oh, really? Really? Parkour! God, I suck. It's alright. So the dual Toxocyst, okay? I mean, let's be honest here, okay? The dual Toxocyst is... they're fucking fun. And in comparison to their very, very meager beginnings of being a fucking dojo biolab weapon, and don't get me wrong, man, there are a few decent little nugget weapons in the dojo that you can get, but for the most part, a lot of dojo weapons are just really usually early tier weapons. And this is kind of like where the Incarnon stuff, like the Torrid. Yeah, I mean, you guys just saw me just fucking red crit destroying enemies with the Torrid. That's another, you know, biolab weapon. The dual Toxocyst, though, I mean, let's be honest, dude. These things are fun. They're destructive. Even without a Riven, they're still fun and they're still destructive. And they just fucking kill. And that Toxin proc that carries innately over to the fucking Incarnon side, actually, from what, as far as I can tell, the Toxin proc ricochet, or the ricochet from headshots, is actually applying to that ricocheted enemy as well. So not only are you toxin proccing the enemy that you've shot in the face, but it seems to be ricocheting and helping kill, or at least attack the health of whatever enemy that has just been kind of beamed in the fucking head with the headshot that you just did on the first guy. So, I mean, these things are fun. The stats don't necessarily scream that they're the best fucking thing in the game, but God almighty, don't trip on it. They are fun as hell. So, yeah, if you ain't picked them yet, obviously this is posting, you know, 8th of August. So yeah, I mean, this is obviously kind of deep into the Incarnon schedule. I'm sure there's probably tons of videos. Hell, probably by now, I said go look at the Kenjiner's video. If he's got one, he probably does have one at this point. I don't know, because I'm shooting this in July, like early July. So yeah, but yeah, pick them. If you're just questioning it at all, pick them. They're fucking great. Even without a ribbon, they are fucking great. So folks, I want to thank you very much for watching. As always, we'll catch you in the next one. All right.